If Amazon shut down your account under Section 3, then this video is for you. We're going to go ahead and unpack what Section 3 actually says, why it's so dangerous, what legal rights do you have, and how to get reinstated if you've been suspended under Section 3. Let's jump in. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mario Simonian, and I'm the founding attorney here at ESCO. And for the past 7 years, we've been helping out Amazon sellers protect their intellectual property and also their Amazon Seller Central accounts. And prior to this, I was an Amazon seller who built and sold 2 7-figure Amazon brands. So what is Section 3 of the BSA? Amazon's Business Solutions Agreement, or BSA, is the contract every seller agrees to and technically, quote unquote, signs when signing up to sell on Amazon. You may not remember, but I promise you, if you're selling on Amazon, then you have agreed to and signed the BSA. So Section 3 is a part of the BSA. It's Section 3 of the BSA, and it's titled Term and Termination. And it gives Amazon sweeping powers, very broad powers. So let's break down what that section actually means and what it says in plain English. So according to Section 3 of the BSA, Amazon can go ahead and terminate your account at any time with or without cause by giving you 30-day notice. With or without cause means with a reason or without any sort of reason. More importantly, they can immediately suspend or terminate your Seller Central account if they believe that you materially breached the agreement, your account is being used for fraud, deception, or illegal activity, your behavior could harm other sellers, customers, or Amazon's interests, your Amazon account health rating drops below a certain threshold, or they're legally required to, either by a court order or maybe by an order from a federal agency. They can also withhold the reason of the suspension if they think that telling you the reason would somehow hinder or hurt their investigation. So even if you didn't do anything wrong, if Amazon suspects you're risky or your behavior is risky, they can shut down your account on the spot. Some of the common triggers or reasons that we've seen for Section 3 suspensions are the following. Number one, linked accounts. So if you've got a linked account, they can go ahead and suspend you. That's one of the common reasons we've seen. Number two, fraud or misrepresentation. Maybe you provided them with fake tracking numbers or forged invoice, or somehow you've collected fake reviews. Even if you're not guilty, suspicion alone can go ahead and trigger that suspension. So number three, policy circumvention. If they've already suspended you once and you open up a second account to try to circumvent or get around their initial suspension, they could go ahead and suspend you for that reason too under Section 3. The fourth one, if you're harming Amazon's interests. And the reason I don't like this is it's so broad. It gives them so much leverage and so much power. So if you've got too many buyer complaints, or if you've got return abuse or some sort of listing violation, those are some of the many things that Amazon can claim is harming their interests or hurting their interests. But it's just such a broad statement that they could essentially suspend you for any reason. And number five, most common reason, account health rate dropping. So all of you guys now have the AHR score, or the rating, account health rating. And if that drops below the 200, they could go ahead and suspend you for that reason too. But those are the 5 common reasons we've seen. A lot of clients will come to us and say, I've been suspended for Section 3, but it's so difficult. I've hired all these consultants and still gone nowhere. So the question becomes, why is being reinstated from a Section 3 violation or suspension so difficult and hard to appeal? So one of the reasons is Amazon doesn't give you a specific reason of why they suspended you. They just go to that blanket statement of Section 3 violation, so you're suspended. And most of the time, they won't give it because they'll claim that it's going to harm or impede their investigation. What investigation are they doing? I have no idea. Obviously, they're not going to share that with sellers. And Very often, our clients will complain that previously they were getting copy and paste rejection emails. So now that you've got a better understanding of what Section 3 is and the BSA, let's talk about what the law actually says. Here's what most sellers get wrong. You might think that Amazon suspends you for no reason and you're going to go ahead and sue them. Well, you can't. Under Section 18 of the BSA, it says that you can't sue them. You can only take them to arbitration, and this is going to be binding arbitration before the AAA. The AAA is the American Arbitration Association, and we've got a few videos for those. If you want to check it out, we'll include the links below. But bottom line is you can't sue Amazon. You have to take them to arbitration, which means there's no judge or jury. It's not a public trial. It's completely confidential, and there's no class actions. All of this are in the BSA. So what does this mean? It means that if our law firm did take, let's say, 50 plaintiffs or Amazon sellers like you to arbitration, and we did a great job and we were able to get some sort of favorable results for our clients, we can't come out and talk about that. Our client can't mention any of that either. All of it has to be confidential. All of this is part of the agreement. And Amazon isn't the only large company that requires arbitration for any dispute resolution, but a lot of the major companies that you deal with on a daily basis have some sort of arbitration clause. So this isn't something new, but if it was made public and somehow we were able to sue Amazon, meaning their arbitration clause was removed, then I think it'd be a lot more favorable and the public itself would see exactly what happens behind the curtain for Amazon sellers. But even with this clause, the Section 18 for arbitration, just know that you still do have options. And if you have questions about whether your case is a good fit for arbitration, you could always go ahead and call or contact us. And again, we've also got other videos you could take a look at where we outline the arbitration process and also describe what sort of cases are a good fit for arbitration and which ones may not be a good fit for arbitration. So even though you can't sue Amazon, you have to take them to arbitration. Here's what that section 18 also says. It says that Amazon can go ahead and sue you in court if they suspect that you're selling counterfeit goods. So in other words, if they suspect that you are selling counterfeit goods, they can go ahead and take you to court. They do not have to take you to arbitration. Court is going to be a public setting, of course, where there will be a judge and maybe even a jury. But just know that for counterfeits, Amazon can take you to court. So what are your options if you are faced with a Section 3? I think it's number one, go ahead and audit the entire account wherever is helping you. Have them audit the entire Amazon seller history, whatever you've done. Identify any possible flags that may have led to this suspension. Once again, Amazon may not be telling you the exact reason why they suspended you. They may just cite Section 3, but it's on you to go ahead and find out wherever is helping you. But from there, always start with a POA and escalate from there. You may want to also call account health to see if they will release any information or maybe unintentionally mention anything that may be helpful. That's always a great start. But also look at quickly escalating to other departments, to synthetic arbitration, maybe even arbitration if it's a good case. So here's the bottom line. Section 3, I would say, is Amazon's most powerful clause in the BSA and their most aggressive. So main things, you can't sue Amazon, you can take them to arbitration, and your first response really matters more than anything. So make sure you go ahead and audit your account, understand the possible reasons for the suspension, and make sure you attack it in the proper way. Hope this video was helpful in helping you understand what Section 3 is and what a Section 3 suspension is. The bottom line is you can't sue Amazon, you have to take them to arbitration, and really Amazon can suspend you for any reason under Section 3. That's why I consider Section 3 the most powerful clause in their agreement. If you've been suspended for Section 3 or any other suspension, go ahead and feel free to schedule a free consultation using the link below. You could also call us at the phone number in the comments, and we'll go ahead and discuss what your options are.